Will, thank you for coming in on this
Yes,
interview.
sir. Thank you for having me.
Just have a few questions
Okay,
for you.
sure.
We're doing a survey. Where exactly did you see the ad for this position?
Well, I saw it on the internet. I was doing a little job search, and I found it on the internet.
Why are you looking for a job?
Well, I'm just trying to. Everybody's trying to move up and get better status with their job in life, and money, of course, is always a driving factor when looking for a job.
On your resume, I see that you're working at a credit union. Is there no upward mobility with them?
Well, I feel that there is. I've been there 5 years now and kind of held the same position for most of the time while I've been there. I'm not. I wouldn't say actively looking for a new job. I just kind of saw this one out there and thought, hey, why not see if. And sometimes it's good just to go in for interviews, and that way you never lose practice and things like that.
I never thought of that, but that's an excellent idea. Keep on practicing for the job.
Right, and honestly, I feel like I am at a good position with my job, and that's why when I find a good job that I like, I don't leave.
Okay, we are doing something totally different with this new branch, and that's why we're doing hiring right now for this new branch.
Okay.
This financial institution is going back to customer service 1950 style, meaning knowing your customer's names,
right,
knowing their kids, knowing everything about them, kind of like a Cheers type situation where everybody knows your
Sure.
name. What would you, if you decided to come to us, because you're obviously happy where you're at, what would you bring to the table that would foster that type of atmosphere?
Well, I feel that honestly, this is my second credit union now to work at. I was at my previous job about 5 years too, and I still know people by name from the previous credit union. I see them inside the hospital all the time, and know them by name, and it's almost like I never left. And the same way with the employees at St. Thomas, the members we have that come in there. I feel that a good majority of them, I know them by name. I believe it's also important, to keep it a business type of relationship, and I try and do that all the time with the members that come in.
If you were wanting, if you had the ability to start something new in your position,
Mm-hmm.
what would that be?
Start something new.
That would foster customer service, that would make, actually what we would like is the present customers become walking advertisements for this new branch. What would you do?
Okay, that's a good question.
And if you don't know, how would you go about finding something?
I guess I would maybe kind of not, I wouldn't say do an interview of the customers, members coming in, but just kind of get their opinion of the credit union and ways that we can improve and things that they like best about the way we do business, and just kind of get, I guess, their viewpoint on how they think the credit union is running.
Okay. Any specific actions you think that would engender them to, you're saying you'd interview them and find out what you could do better. Is there any other type actions that you would like to do or instill at your branch?
I guess mainly to get with the other employees at the branch and be sure that they have a true idea of what the members expect.
So you would go to your customers, members,
mm-hmm.
and then you would also go to the staff and kind of brainstorm and to
Right,
get a collective
sure.
concept.
Yes.
What would you like to know about us, even though this is just a practice interview for you because you're happy where you're at?
Well, I would say you've actually answered one of my questions by what you said about wanting this branch to be operated like one that is back from the 1950s.
Mm-hmm.
I was going to ask you where you saw your credit union going in the next 5 years, and going back to the 1950s, it wouldn't really advance as far as the new technology, like you wouldn't replace tellers with pods and things like that that other credit unions are doing. So I mean, you would kind of, if you're trying to go back to the way things were done in the 50s, you're not looking to advance much technologically.
Well, we are going to advance technologically, but it's going to be behind the scenes.
Right,
And what
okay.
I mean by that specifically, we will have tellers, but they're not going to be tellers. They're going to be financial advisors.
Sure, okay.
And that's not just changed in name.
Mm-hmm.
They're going to have the ability to answer questions, what's best for you? A will or a living trust?
Sure.
What are the pros and cons? What about loans and different types? All of these things would be more expanded services. So we'll have the technology, but we'll also have the concept. For example, thinking about you, Will's going to look out for my best interest because Will has a relationship with me. That's what we want.
Right. Okay.
Any other questions?
Not any that I can think of right now. Can I get back with you about thinking of
Yes,
anything?
yes.
Okay.
Thank you for coming
You're
in.
welcome. Thank you for having me.